Reddit just reported record revenue, yet its stock crashed 23% overnight. Here is why investors are panicking. Reddit reported second quarter earnings last Friday, and on paper it looked like a home run. Revenue climbed 72% year-over-year to $500 million. Adjusted EBITDA jumped from $39 million to $167 million. Wall Street should have been celebrating. Instead, Reddit shares plunged 23% following the earnings release. The market was looking past the headline numbers at something far more troubling beneath the surface. And that hidden weakness is what this video is about. Investors are clearly concerned about the long-term trajectory. According to the Yahoo Finance analysis by Rich Dupree, Reddit reported that global daily active unique users grew just 18% year-over-year. That is a modest improvement from 17% in the first quarter, but the real concern is where that growth is coming from. Reddit reported average revenue per U.S. user of $11.85 compared to just $2.26 internationally, each slowing U.S. user matters roughly 5 times as much to the business as an international visitor. And logged-in users, the most valuable segment, grew a paltry 1% for the second straight quarter, down from 12% 1 year ago, which is a dramatic deceleration that the market noticed. Logged-out users grew 27%, and on the surface that looks like a bright spot. But Dupree points out that logged-out visitors are much less valuable. They often arrive through search, consume a single page, and leave. They do not create posts, comment, or subscribe to communities. Reddit management even disclosed plans to phase out reporting logged-in and logged-out user figures in future quarterly reports, reducing investor visibility into one of the platform's most important engagement metrics right when investors need that data the most, which is a troubling move. Here is the irony. Reddit was one of the biggest winners from the AI boom after licensing its massive archive of discussions to Google, but that same partnership may be undermining the platform long-term. AI-powered search summaries are increasingly answering questions by drawing from Reddit discussions without requiring users to click through to Reddit itself. The arrangement generates licensing revenue, but it reduces opportunities to convert casual visitors into engaged logged-in users who ultimately become more valuable advertising customers. Reddit is reportedly rethinking its Google partnership, which could reshape the relationship. Reddit advertising business remains healthy according to the article. Revenue from advertisers continued expanding, driven largely by small and medium-sized businesses. That diversification is encouraging, though several Wall Street analysts have noted that smaller advertisers can be more sensitive to economic slowdowns than large global brands. So on paper, Reddit is fine today, but investing is about where a business is heading, not where it has been. And the trajectory is what worries the market right now as we analyze the broader implications for the platform going forward today. The community reaction in the Reddit thread reflects deep frustration. One commenter noted Reddit has become heavily dictatorial, censored, and flooded with bots and propaganda hostile to free information exchange. Another lamented the constant flood of obvious bots and paid engagements alongside regularly power-tripping mods and admins. A longtime user recalled Reddit as the place where grassroots movements germinated and you heard about things first. Now just another place to see novelty content you could get from YouTube or Instagram. Another commenter called Reddit the AI playground, wondering how many LLM bots are farming karma and promoting paid content. For long-term investors, the risk worth watching is not whether Reddit beats earnings estimates by a few $1 million. It is whether AI is quietly eroding the engagement that made the platform valuable in the first place. The numbers beneath the surface point to slowing growth among Reddit most valuable users, rising dependence on lower-value logged-out traffic, and less transparency around the very metrics investors need to evaluate the trend. If AI-powered search continues answering questions before users ever reach Reddit, monetizing its data becomes easier while growing its community becomes much harder. Reddit sits at a crossroads between being a thriving data supplier for AI and remaining a living community. The stock crash tells you what the market believes about that tension. The numbers beneath the surface are what matter most for long-term investors. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more breakdowns like this, and let me know your take on whether Reddit can balance both roles in the AI era. The community side needs engagement, the data side needs licensing. And both paths are at stake for the platform going forward. Reddit sits at a crossroads between being a thriving data supplier for AI and remaining a living community. The stock crash tells you what the market believes about that tension. The numbers beneath the surface are what matter most for long-term investors. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more breakdowns like this, and let me know your take on whether Reddit can balance both roles in the AI era.